Hello, everybody. This is Vivian, and I am the author of The Silent Christian and Its Impact on the Nation. And I'm still talking about teen struggles or children, youth struggles, and self esteem. And today I want to talk about teaching our kids how to speak up, to be assertive um, in an appropriate manner. I know a lot of times, as myself growing up, you say the wrong thing in speaking up, you were considered to be sassing or talking smart, or it might land you a backhand or whatever. But we need to teach our kids how to be able to express themselves in a respectful and assertive manner. This will help them too with bullying in school, to be able to stand up and say, hey, I don't like this, or I don't like how you're treating me. Because unfortunately, I believe, and this is just my personal belief, that abuse in adulthood comes from the inability to be able to speak up for yourself and to be assertive and to stand firm on what you believe. And all of us don't believe exactly the same thing. I believe our experiences dictate our beliefs sometimes. But we need to teach our kids um, how, how to speak up for themselves in an assertive manner. But first of all, let us define this word assertive. Assertive is standing up for yourself in a confident voice. And that is much different from being aggressive. And that is speaking up or being rude and yelling to get your point across. We need to know how to deal with situations that come in our life that may be difficult or uncomfortable. Um, Somebody might come and talk about you and make fun of you. You need to teach your kids to stand up and feel good about standing up. And that's a part of building their self-esteem, because when you let them know that they can feel good about themselves in their differences. I see a lot of kids with blue hair and yellow hair, and I got a girl that works with me that has lime green hair. um, she's just a young lady with lime green hair. She's different in her hairstyle, but she's still a human being and she's still one of God's children. And she does not need to be bullied because her hair is green. A lot of kids face bullying um, in school because they don't have the latest tennis shoes or the latest gear, or I'm not a person into name brand stuff, although I do have name brand stuff. But I'm just not into the name brand thing, but a lot of kids are. And if you can wear a Gucci bag or who else? Michael Kors, um, or Jordans, Air Jordans, or anything, that makes you better than somebody else. But it doesn't. They're just a pair of shoes. You strip all of that off, all of us are the same. Whether I have a T-shirt on and it's from Tommy Hilfiger, or, and please excuse my, because I just don't know who the latest and greatest are. Um, I have a name brand on my shirt. That doesn't make me better than you. And so when a person comes and bullies our children, they need to be assertive and look, I don't like the way you're talking to me. Or why are you commenting on my shirt? Or, and not get into that victim mode. Um, or not giving the bullier, the satisfaction of, like I say, getting your goat, for lack of a better term. We need to teach them how to deal with those situations. And if the person doesn't want to change their behavior, then I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell the teacher. I'm going to tell my mama. I'm going to tell my daddy. I'm telling somebody. So I suggest you leave me alone and leave it at that. Because contrary to popular belief, children even know when each other is serious. They might keep pushing, 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 but if you stand your ground, they'll leave you alone eventually. So we need to teach our children how to be assertive and not turn into an aggressor in those types of situations. We have a lot of people on my former job where they were upset because they were required to do certain things, so they constantly, I'll give you an example, coming to work on time. They felt like they should get a 10-minute grace period, because other jobs got 10-minute grace periods. And they felt like they were being mistreated because every time they came in late, they got called into the office and got called up on the carpet. That comes from not having a boundary way back in the day. If the shift starts at 9 o'clock, you need to be there at 9 o'clock. Or as the military folks say, if you get there on time, you late. Um, that's not bullying, but we need to learn how to deal with difficult situations. We can't just fly off the handle when something doesn't go our way. We need to learn how to verbalize and articulate what we want to say when things are not as we desire or as we like. My daughter-in-law, one of the tactics she uses is use your big girl voice. I don't want to hear the whining and the crying. Use your big girl words. Use your big girl voice. Don't come off as a wimp. Oh, you're picking on me. No, I don't like that you're talking to me like that. And if you don't stop, I'm going to talk to the principal, or I'm going to talk to the teacher, or I'm going to talk to my parents. That could go with other situations too. Somebody touching them inappropriately. You know, don't touch me there. You know, screaming no in a loud and firm voice. You know, but not being rude or not going tit for tat with another person. So that's something that we as parents, because we know our kids, we know how each one of our kids, whether we have one kid or 10 kids, all of them are different. All of them react to certain situations different. All of them learn differently. We have to teach them, and we are the best teachers as their parents. We've been with them since day one. We live with them every day. We know what works for one and what works for the other. So we got to teach them how to be assertive and not aggressive when they're responding to situations. Because, of course, we all know as adults that it comes off better when it's assertive and not aggressive. And assertiveness is just confidence, believing what you say and letting the other person know that you are serious about what you said. So I'm going to end it right here with self-esteem and teaching your kids how to speak with assertiveness. Um, this is Vivian. As I say before, silent Christian. Being a silent Christian is an oxymoron. That means there's no such thing, because as Christians, we're supposed to let our voices be heard and our actions be seen. I'll talk to you later. Have an awesome day. Bye-bye.